When December and especially May graduations roll around, you are sure to see world leaders delivering words of encouragement to college graduates headed out into the real world. What few Salisbury University students know, though, is that important graduation speech will be given by a member of their graduating class. 5 years ago, the university decided to let students graduating with honors apply to give this farewell address. Salisbury University graduate and speaker at the May 2005 graduation, John Heath, says he heard the criticism over this cheaper move.
It would have been more exciting to have somebody that wasn't just a student. I mean, I know that they could maybe relate a little bit more to what I had to say, but in terms of, I think they probably felt shortchanged.
Just down Route 13, the University of Maryland Eastern Shore has a more traditional approach. The university has attracted the likes of Bill Cosby and Desmond Tutu to speak in their athletic center for graduation. Assistant Vice President of Student Affairs, Dr. James White, says a speaker's popularity adds another dilemma.
And you know you have a graduation and you have a speaker that folk would like to see when they're trying to sneak into commencement.
Besides having a big name, White lets us know what other factors the selection committee likes to see.
Someone who's a mover and a shaker on the world scene, provide our graduates with that last oomph to go out into the world, to be proud about themselves.
Salisbury University stands by the fact that the demand for graduation tickets, the venue, 2 ceremonies, and a lack of money are not factors when it comes to who will be speaking at commencement. Provost Special Project Manager Tammy Garby says speaking at graduation showcases the benefits of a Salisbury University education.
Someone who may be a science major, get up there and do a speech because that tends to be more associated with a humanities person, and I think it really shows the liberal arts tradition that we try and foster here.
Salisbury students have their own varying opinions.
It's kind of stupid to have them have people like that come, not us. I mean, like I said, we're just as good.
You get a student up there that is one of their peers, and they're talking, and they can relate to that person. They understand what they're saying, and it probably means a whole lot more to them than some random person.
It's just we have to sit there longer sometimes with the speakers, and we don't really always care what they have to say.
After all, you can't cram 4 years of a college education into any graduation speech. For Bury Broadcast News, I'm Jackie Hanase. The thrill of victory and the agony of defeat await athletes this Saturday morning. Balls are flying everywhere at Meg's Gym, and it's not soccer or basketball. It's dodgeball. And this isn't your elementary school dodgeball.
It really surprises me how into it some people are getting. Like, we've had the refs say that they've actually, really competitive.
This event was part of a class. Professor Paul Morris of the Purdue School of Business explains why it is important for our advertising and promotion students to branch outside the classroom.
And if you're going to do promotions, you may as well promote something. So I have each class break into usually two groups, and they'll each do an event.
All proceeds from the event are going to the American Cancer Society. Whitney Adams, a leader of the group of 15 marketing students, says it was one of their first decisions.
Because we all agree that we've all, in some way, form, been touched by cancer, and the university does a Relay for Life, so we thought we'd kind of just help on that front.
The class contacted Debbie White, income manager of the American Cancer Society, who says the group is now deciding how to allocate the funds they raised.
They're making the decision as to whether they want to restrict the funds to breast cancer because breast cancer is one of their initiatives, or whether they want it to be a general donation.
No matter what, $440 is going to help cancer patients and research, thanks to $30 deposits from 14 teams. Participants agree it didn't matter if they won or lost, it was for a good cause. The lone female player of the Squirrels, Trish Gray, recounts their loss after winning in the first round.
The second team was pretty good, I guess. That was their second win, so they knew what they were doing, but we tried,
This is the second dodgeball tournament put on by a group in Professor Morris's class, and last year's winning team, Manor Madness, again finds themselves at the top of the standings. Overall, the event was a success. Whitney says they went above and beyond their sales goals.
We had 3 sales goals, and we had to meet 2 of the 3. The first one was to get a faculty team, and thanks to the CMAT professors, we did that. This has definitely wrapped the whole semester up. I would probably throw another one, maybe.
Reporting from the dodgeball tournament at Meg's Gym, this is Jackie Hase for BBN. Fall is in the air, and many students are anticipating Thanksgiving break. However, this year, the 4-day vacation of the past is now 5 days. The Provost office added the Wednesday before Thanksgiving to this year's break. Associate Provost Robert Tardif says it's primarily due to the holiday rush.
It's a heavy travel day for students. It's probably the heaviest traffic day of the year.
The university now has 1 day less of class this semester. So how do we make up the extra day?
Maryland law requires that we have 750 minutes of supervised instruction per credit.
And that includes test time. The required hours are made up during finals week. The usual 2-hour final blocks have been extended to 2.5 hours. Students and faculty are pleased with the decision. Senior Abby Smith lives 10 hours away in upstate New York and says the Wednesday is helpful.
I like that now I have the extra day, so I don't have to be rushed in getting back home, and I can still stay for all my classes and finish up some work last minute.
For those students who don't live so far away, the day off is merely a nice luxury.
I'll just go home with whoever. It's not a big deal. I mean, it's nice to have extra day off.
Director of Housing and Residential Life, Dave Katowski, says the extra day off is also helpful for staff members.
It's really nice for the Residence Life staff that we've moved to Tuesday because they can do those checks, and then they don't have to travel late at night. They can get up early Wednesday morning and leave to head home.
Tardif says this new Thanksgiving break is here to stay.
I mean, this we have now is a reality. You know, the Wednesday before Thanksgiving, I don't think we'll ever go back to having classes the Wednesday before. I can't imagine that happening in the future. And we may end up with something a little bit better.
Rumors are a full week or a fall break might be added into the university's next fall calendar. For BBN, I'm Jackie Hanasai.